Hola, hola. Oh, come on. There were so many people. There were so many people playing. Okay, I guess I'm gonna play some 50 and I'll get some points in the races, no? Bam. Bam, bim, bam, boom. Come on, I'm ready to crush everyone. Come to my tables, come to my tables. I'ma crush you all. I'ma crush you all, all. La 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 la. 10-9 here, gonna open. Okay, and what was I looking for? Gotta put the notes on. I was looking for something. Oh, the chat. Hello, hello, Valley. Hi. I need to find more for leaf clovers this year. Because I lost the only one I found with my phone. I need more tables. More 50 NL. Come on, I'm on waiting on 100, 250. And nothing's happening. Ten eight, any recreational confirmed in the big blind? Not really. Another table in 100, but it's heads up for now. I don't really want to play heads up. Ten eight. No, but we could 3-bet it from the big blind sometimes. Although we roll high, just gonna call this time. Queen 10, always a 3-bet. Call these 5s, hopefully we flop a set. 3 big blind open. On the cutoff snap, check back on this board. I assume it's gonna be this Queen 10, very low frequency c-bet. I assume it's most likely gonna be a recreational. On this queen we can... I don't see that hand, so... Yeah, here I'm just gonna give up. I think that turn bat is already a bit... What the fuck? What the nit? Yeah, I don't really like the turn bat, to be fair. Gonna close this NL50. There is this King 9, very low frequency 4-bet, folding this time. Yes, then Jack can put in a check raise quite infrequently. We roll 16, so we're gonna go for it this time. This 10-8. We could stab, we could check back, but I think it's low enough to stab, particularly if we assume people overfold a little bit. And with this Jack 10, we could continue bluffing, considering we don't really check raise it as often. We block some sets, we block the straights, and we also have some outs. Here, when we stab flop, often we should be a bit more careful on the turns. And yeah, I might be a punt this one, but gonna go for it if I get here. Guess the pot size here, just gonna fold. Hades says, how come I'm up so early? It's 5 p.m. What do you mean up so early? I usually try playing earlier, like times like these, but I don't always find tables, so what can I do? Here against half pot, I guess this one is quite close. I would definitely call the queen of clubs, but considering I think he's a recreational, I guess I can go for a call. Here we check back flop. I don't think this turn is too good for our range. Maybe we could bluff some lower ace highs, but this one I'm just gonna check back. Ace deuce 5 in these positions should be a very frequent check back. I don't think ace 10 is betting here very often. And this one I think is strong enough to bet river for value. Ace 10 here again, gonna be a mix. I roll 50, so gonna check back again. And on the river, yeah, I think we could have a value bet. He should probably probe himself most flushes, and he's gonna have a bunch of lower ace-x. I'm not sure if there's any recreational at this 200 table. It seems like games are kind of reg infested. Here we face a very small 3-bet, probably recreational. Obviously not a great hand to call, but against that size, facing a recreational player, definitely not folding. And now, yeah, with the gut shot and 2 overcards, I'm gonna call a half pot bet. Against this size easy fold. Here, considering he's a rack and he's snap checking the ace, I think we can definitely value bet against under pairs. They kind of get attached to hands that look strong pre-flop and have a hard time folding them. So even though stuff like queens, kings, jacks probably shouldn't be a call in these positions, I think it's fine. Jack 10, 4. I don't think he ever has 10, so I think we have enough of a net advantage to go big. At this point, I think I'm just gonna check back, as I said. Why is it NL50? I wanted NL100. Okay, gonna close this. Opener. Hello? Hello? It froze! It completely froze, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it looks like the tables are a bit drag infested due to the cash races. King 10 here, I guess it's a bit too weak to call 4-bet. King 8, mostly a call. We should find a bunch of unintuitive raises here for very small sizes, but I think this one would be very low frequency. It's good enough to just call. Against 2x, I guess this is close. Still gonna fold. King 6, low frequency 4-bet. Ah, okay, not against the recreational. Here we don't really have great blockers. We block some 10x, that's true, but I'd rather not have hearts to bluff this one. And at this point, I guess I'm gonna bluff it like 80% of the times or so. That's probably a bit over bluffing, but I could definitely value bet a 10 for this size, even 9s, 8s. He's probably supposed to call a decent amount of ace highs, which I'm not sure he would. If I was playing lower, at what bankroll numbers I would be playing NL50, considering experience and whatnot. Well, first of all, I would consider if I have a job and a way to reload my bankroll if I lose. And if not, I guess, I don't know, like 30 binds at least. That's if you're disciplined enough to move down if it goes bad. Here on Ace Deuce 9, I think people kind of oversee bet a little bit, and we should find a decent amount of unintuitive check raises. This one with a spade is quite a nice one, having backdoors to the flush, backdoors to the straight. We can also call. I think folding this on this texture, especially against the range bet, would be quite a big mistake. Jack 9, we could go for a 3-bet. We could call as well if there's recreationals in the blinds, but I don't know that. Here, with 3-bet Jack 9, just gonna range bet this board exploitatively because I don't think anyone finds enough check raises here. And King Jack against the 4-bet is a bit... I mean, obviously it's a call in theory, but if people don't check raise enough, oh, don't 4-bet enough, it's a bit off. I roll high, so just gonna let it go against cutoff. Nice flopping trips. Gonna use small check raises on this kind of boards. At this point, I think we could still bet relatively mergy, but also include some big bets. Yeah, I think this one I'm gonna put it in the big bet range. Fold, ace 10, open, open. Things are moving very fast. I need to close one of these tables. No, don't sit out. Just leave this one table next big blind. King Queen, not all the time a 3-bet in tighter position spots. Oh, a fish sat in 200 and got stuck instantly. What did he do? I think it must be relevant. So he called the 3-bet out of position with queen 9 off, and then he started barreling a gut shot. Come back, Hazy. I need you. I need you at my tables. You, Hazy. That's what I'm waiting for. It's you. 7-3 with the back door. Actually, I think we should be a bit more polar on this board, so I'm gonna step big. Okay, he just folded. Yeah, I'm not gonna play three-way with so many tables. It just takes away way too much focus for... I'm not sure how much EV. Ace 3, mixing between 3-betting and folding. I roll high, so gonna 3-bet. What do you mean, like, considering your experience and win rate? You should have experience, like, you've been playing those stakes for very long, isn't it? And I don't know what your win rate is, either. I guess on GG win rates get so low that you'd probably need more binds. The rake is so high that you're gonna swing a lot. Jacks twice in a row. It's time to get a stack and flop a sat. Yeah, these tables are terrible. There's literally no recreational. Everyone is playing for those stupid prizes. Gonna try playing some 8-8-8. Yeah, of course, in theory it's a call. Especially with lower rakes. 200 NL Unibet is quite low rake, so it should be a call, yes. Come on, Hezzy, come back. Come back to us. We need you. I can't believe how bad these tables are. If I wasn't streaming and I wouldn't play for the stream, I would probably just go and shoot myself or film a video or do absolutely anything else. To be fair, I do still think I have some edge on these players. Most of them seem quite weak and face up, but heads up, I guess we can 4-bet this a decent amount of time. Even when we aren't heads up, we can do that. Here we should go 2 point something X spot or check. And we should be very polar. We should keep some strong hands in our checking range to check raise. And our bluffs are gonna be very equity driven, so yeah, 9-8 is just terrible. It's blocking bluffs. And now the ace is not too good for us. 9-8 kind of blocking some 8s and 9s. Yeah, not really blocking anything in the folding range except something like ace-9, ace-8. So I think also our betting frequency here shouldn't be too high. I'm just gonna give this up. And I'm gonna leave this table, not staying here to play heads up. I'm not a heads up expert or anything. I'm not gonna pretend that I am. Yeah, I mean, it's a good call against decent players who 4-bet enough and who find enough bluff combos, but I don't think that's the case against most players at these stakes, so... So what's your win rate on GG? Yeah, I saw you were playing 20 big blinds deep on 200 and Yeah, they give very good fields, but they protect recreationals at all costs, and the rake is so high, like... So what win rate do you have on a bigger sample? Definitely betting ace queen and shoving river. I don't think most people find hero folds here with ace king, even though I think in theory they should. Wow, queen, 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 queen! Fuck you! Yeah, it doesn't look too good. This guy's a whale probably, but he has 11 big blinds, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Well, then why did you say with your win rate it should be 50 binds? Queen 10 6 is gonna be a mix. I roll high, so I'm gonna check this time. Mostly betting here, but can I roll very high? Yes, I wanna bet thin though, betting some jacks. Okay, just gonna check this time, but it's gonna be a very infrequent check. I'm gonna mark this though for review. 8-6 here will be a raise sometimes, but not always. This time just going for a call. Here we should check raise big. When we do check raise, are relatively big. And yeah, this is not the greatest hand to bluff with. Maybe we can still win against some ace king, ace queen, so we're gonna check back. Hi, Stephen. What do you mean too early? It's almost 6 p.m. here. We did a stream for Run It Once at this time and it worked quite well, so I thought there must be viewers around. Hi, Assassinato, thank you. Not going great till now. I was actually wondering, no, I can't fold that ace queen there. I still beat some value, but here I think even against such a small raise I can probably fold without the club. My hand is really bad. Here gonna range bet. Here with 4-5 I wouldn't open this pure, so when I do open, I mean I would open it pure, but I roll 3, so I'm gonna call. On this board I think we can have some donks, and this hand makes sense to donk. Here facing a check raise, I need to call at least one. On this one I think I can go for another small donk. And on this river our betting frequency should be very low, so I'm going to check. And maybe check shove sometimes. Here I think this spot is gonna be insanely underbluffed. Although there's just one combo phase 4. Yeah, I just think it's underbluffed on the flop, and when he goes so big on the river, he can just take it. Here we check raise, we face a 3-bet. So it's 10:30 early. Come on, you lazy boy. Get up. You managed to ban 2 accounts so far. What kind of accounts? Why? How? Ban how? Explain yourself, Ain. Do you mean like stream accounts or poker accounts? I can't believe I didn't bring water again. Live games in Texas, I will get rich. Okay, I'll keep it in mind, but first I wanna get rich with these aces. How about that? Here we can probe quite frequently. Low frequency, but I think the late c-bets are a bit overbluffed, and also we don't really get many better hands to fold by probing this. So, yeah, I think I like the check. We didn't really get rich with the aces, unfortunately. I need to sit out a little bit to go get some water. And yeah, no reason to bluff ace X here. Maybe we could check raise sometimes, but I think we have better hands to do that with. King Jack is a mixed frequency here. Again, someone who seems to be 4-betting enough, maybe even more than enough. I don't think it's... I'm not gonna do that full frequency. What do you mean? Are you trying to say poker players are lazy or what? Got some queens here. Three bet me, come on, 3-bet me. Oh, you banned bot sellers. But can the accounts that buy the cheap viewers get banned? Okay, be right back in a sec. Okay. So I'm heads up and three ways at a lot of tables. Where is everyone? This is annoying. Not leave all tables. No, no, no. Leave this table. 8 deuce heads up. I think it's a call. Upper, yes. Against half pot, I guess we could raise this low frequency. Not too often, it's not the best flash draw to raise with. And on the turn, do we continue with this one? I guess no, we have better flash draws too. To bet with. Hopefully he checks back and we get the flash on the river. Again, such a small bet, I still think we have to call. Horrible, horrible tables. Wondering if we have to call this Jack 9. I think sometimes we might have to. But just open the table on 888, that looks good. Here I'm gonna go 3/4 or check, and an ace without a spade I'm not gonna bet very often, just gonna check it. Gonna check again. When he snap checks back, I might actually go for a bluff catch here. I think he's gonna check back a flash draw. He's gonna have some king X. We block king 10. Although it's diamonds. He's gonna have some king queen, some king jack. I think his range here is too wide not to call, but it's a bit close. Here against the recreational, just gonna bet bigger. He's gonna be inelastic with a bunch of his draws. Gonna call here with ace queen. Hopefully we get a flash draw. Not running too nicely today. This point we block some ace king, king queen. I'd rather block king queen suited to call. Still gonna have some ace jack. The thing is, he's probably not gonna value bet thin enough here. So I will call at some frequency, but I roll high, so I'm just gonna let it go. Yeah, I don't like that ace 10 call. I forgot how face up people are here. Here, three ways, gonna check. These tables are moving too fast. They are so short-handed and they are also bad. Against this size here, I think we can already find a decent amount of folds. Yes, people are quite face up again. So yeah, finding the disciplined play. Here fours, we probably want to bluff with the diamond, not that much without it. Okay, this guy is a fish for sure. With this one, gonna go for a 4-bet this time. It's not great to call. I think if he knows the guy is a recreational, he's probably gonna squeeze a bit lighter. Too fast for me. Here, just gonna call now that we know this guy is a wreck. I just wanna play more pots against him. This guy's a wreck. Okay, so I guess it's decent to keep playing. Guess we could bet here for some thin value and protection, but it doesn't seem like that huge whale or anything, so. Just calling here, we're still beating a decent amount of bluffs, blocking some value, and obviously having the flush draw. Jack 5 is sometimes gonna be a 3-bet. Now when he bets small here, doesn't make much sense to me. Not gonna bet this way too often, but gonna bet it sometimes. Oh, Jutej is at the tables. Lovely. That's a big whale. At this point, I guess it's quite difficult to find enough bluffs on this texture. Here when he donks half pot, I guess I'm just gonna call. Fuck my life, I expected this, shouldn't have bet. I rolled really low, so we're gonna call these 5s here. What's going on? Like, there were so many tables, like, an hour ago. There were like 66 people. Buenos días, Grigore. Estoy aprendiendo español. ¿Cómo estás? Look, you brought me aces. Oh, mamacita. This guy's a fish. Don't really know anything about him, though. I guess I'm just gonna bet. No raising. Okay, another fish here. Guess mostly batting with this one, although I could check raise too. Gonna go big. And still batting. And that's not exactly the river I wanted to see. What does he miss here? Some 3-4 kind of stuff. Could turn some lower pairs into a bluff. I don't think he's gonna bet that size with. I mean, I did see him bet value before for that size. Ah, what did I do? Guess I'm gonna bluff this. Just because he's a fish and he's super straightforward, and I kind of expect him to fold a lot of combos by the river. I don't think he ever has a 10 snap checking there. I 3-bet this sometimes. Here against recreationals, I'm just gonna bet higher equity hands. I would go for a slight overbet on the turn, but considering he's short, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And on the river, don't know, I feel like he's gonna be so wide up to here that I maybe should bluff. I just block way too many hands and he's an insane station, so gonna give up. Where is everyone? Guess this size, I guess I can go for a check raise, although we were 3-way, so he might not bet all that often. Now this does actually improve some of my range. Ace Jack, we blocked that too, and blocking flash draws, and I'm not gonna check raise a lot, so I guess I could continue bluffing this one. Hero calling this guy on pretty much any run out, unless it's absolutely horrible. Thanks for saving me. I would have given you all the money on the river if you let me. How are you though? How's life? Yeah, here against the fish, I guess we pretty much want to check raise this very often. It's probably gonna be way too wide pre-flop, way too wide on the flop, in a limped pot. And yeah, now I'm just gonna bet 3/4 against the reg. I would overbet this spot, but it's quite short now. Still, he has a lot of missed flash draws. We have 5 high, and he might get scared of the king to call low pairs and stuff. So I think we have to bluff that if we take this line. Just gonna double barrel here because I don't think he's gonna fold lower ace-x and pair plus draws and stuff like that. Why is there no one in the chat here? Yes, fish, I like going for delayed c-bets on turns and rivers with these hands that aren't, don't really have equity on the flops. I think the line is gonna be insanely overfolded and it works quite well. Life is better in the summer, I don't agree, especially since I moved to Bucharest. The city is so fucking hot and annoying. I'm just gonna bet this one. You still grinding the Indian sides? This guy seems so nitty, I'm not sure I wanna call him. Here gonna flick in a call just to play with the fish. And now, do I beat value here? Guess for half pot. Still no? Maybe? Okay. I knew it. Why can't I stop stationing? Be right back in a moment. Actually, I guess I'm just gonna close this. Yeah, gonna close this because the tables are horrible and take a break, I guess. Actually, they got a bit better recently, not gonna lie. Overbet here from the whale. I guess just call. Although we, oh yeah, you don't see the table, so. Still shoving the river. What a whale, what a whale, la 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 la. Okay, here, should I bluff threes? Yeah, I guess could still fold some king 5, ace 4, ace 5. We still have some outs. Might fold out maybe some 9s. Some overcards we don't really mind folding in this situation. Could also bluff river. Poker stars, is that not completely dead? Facing a check raise, I think this would be super underbluffed here, so just folding. Ah. Da? Da, vin mâine, nu prea pot să vorbesc acum. O zi până la revedere. Okay, overbetting and then closing the stream. I have like 2 viewers in total anyway, so bad day for streaming, bad day for poker. Anyway, you cannot win every day, can you? Usually we should be quite careful here, but I think one big blind bets work quite well. People tend to overfold and underraise. Ah, the whale reloaded. Okay, well, thanks for joining everyone. I'll see you